guys, I have another nighttime skincare routine for you, but I've changed things up and I'm also gonna be using all products from Beauty Pie. I'll start off by saying that I partnered with Beauty Pie on this video, but I also want to point out I actually had no idea what Beauty Pie was until you guys started requesting a video about Beauty Pie products and you wanted to know a little bit more about it. And also, I chose all of these products. They had no say in what I was using. I went ahead and got a membership. I'm on the $20 a month membership, and I went ahead and started trying some of their products, and I chose these ones very specifically for this nighttime routine. If you guys don't know what Beauty Pie is, it's a really cool concept. The more I start looking into it, I was a little confused at first, and then I was like, this makes a lot of sense, and it's a really awesome concept. So you guys all know that there are tons of beauty brands out there. It's hard to even keep track of all the beauty brands that come out, but there are only so many cosmetic labs where these beauty brands get their products from. If you don't know, they'll go to a lab and they'll say, we want to create this kind of product, right? Whether it's a makeup product or a skincare product or a hair product, and they'll say what they want it to have in it, what they want it to do. And then at the end of the day, it's like the same lab that's making products for 10 other brands, maybe even hundreds of other brands. Some labs are really big. There are only so many of these labs around the world. So Beauty Pie goes to these labs and says to them, we want to buy this product, but we're going to sell it now, but it's going to be much more affordable. The reason why that's cool is because then you don't have to pay for the markup. Like 90% of the markup truly happens with the retailer. So if you end up going to buy something at like a department store and it's really expensive, it's because they then marked it up so that they could make profit off of that. So they cut out that whole middleman process, and then they're able to give you a more affordable product that you could actually probably buy in a department store. The part that got a little confusing to me when I was doing research on it and then finally understood when I started my membership was the membership. So I kind of consider this something like Sam's Club or Costco, those kinds of memberships. Like you pay your membership fee and then you get to shop at Costco or Sam's Club at like reduced prices, or you get like bulk pricing instead. And that's kind of how this works. There are 3 memberships. There's a $10 membership, a $20 membership, and a $30 membership. And then there's actually an annual pass for $99. The $10 membership gets you a $100 allowance. The $20 membership gets you a $200 allowance. And the $30 membership gets you a $300 allowance. And then you can actually even add more money, more allowance to your membership if you want to. And if you're the kind of person who like 1 month you might need to refresh all of your products, but then the next month, because you didn't use all of those products, you only buy maybe 1 product, that allowance amount then rolls over to the next month. So you're not losing any money or allowance. And when I say that it gives you like a $100 allowance, that goes really, really far. What I really like about this membership is when you are clicking on a product, they'll show you what the typical price would be for this product. So what you would probably spend if you bought this product from a different brand in like a department store versus what they're charging you for it. So it's really cool to see that cost comparison. You just know you're saving money when you're buying it. So all that said, let's get into this nighttime skincare routine. I'm gonna start with a double cleanse, but here's where it's a little bit different than my usual double cleanse. I'm going to use only 1 cleanser because some of you have asked me about using just the same cleanser, but twice. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. This is the double phase cleanser from Beauty Pie. I really like this. This is a cream to milk cleanser, and it's supposed to take off all of your makeup. So I was a little bit wary because I'm like, can a cleanser really remove my makeup? But this one truly does. And the way that I double cleanse with something like this is I start with dry skin still. I rub it all over my skin, and it feels kind of like a light moisturizer when you put it on. And that's one of the keys to this, is I really do think that it helps to remove your makeup and soften your makeup because of that consistency. It also has really hydrating ingredients, emollients in it. It has some oils in it, but it doesn't feel thick and oily. So if you're one of those people that's afraid of oils, or you feel like oils break your skin out or clog your pores, this will not do that. It just feels really nice and gentle on your skin. So you're sort of using it just like you would a balm cleanser in the sense that you're putting it on that dry skin. So you rub it around very gently onto your skin, all over your eyes to really melt down that makeup. And then what I like to do is take a warm washcloth. I just wet it under lukewarm water, wring out all the water, and then I use this to take off that first layer of the makeup. And then I go through after I've pat my skin dry and I reapply this on my dry skin. It's more like damp skin at that point, and just make sure I get those last traces of it. And then I actually just rinse it off using my hands. I make sure that when I wet it, I really get it into that milky texture, because I feel like people miss that even with the oil cleansers. You have to really get it milky, add that emulsification to it, and then rub it around, let it melt down all of your makeup. Second cleanse, same thing. You're not melting down makeup anymore, but you're making sure you're getting those last traces, and then you rinse it off. If you bought this from a different brand, it'd be about 32 bucks, but on Beauty Pie, it's $6.87, so that is an amazing deal for this. All right, next up, I like to exfoliate, but when I tell you guys that I changed up this routine for you, I really mean it. You guys have heard me say that I prefer to use chemical exfoliants and that's it, and it's usually a toner, but I've had so many of you guys request some kind of a scrub or a physical exfoliator, which you know that I'm usually very anti, because I feel like they're just a little bit outdated. They could be harsh on your skin, and I don't tend to find too many that I really like, but I went ahead and tried this one. This is the Fruitizyme 5-minute facial. So it has one of my favorite AHAs in it, alpha hydroxy acid in it. It's glycolic acid, but it also uses pomegranate enzyme to exfoliate your skin. So you're getting the chemical exfoliant that I love and I think works well for most people's skin, but it does have quartz micro buffing powder in it, so it does give you that physical exfoliation as well. And it also has fruit stem cells from raspberries, so you're also getting that anti-aging benefit. So it's not too rough on your skin, and that's usually what my problem is with physical exfoliators, is I don't want you guys to be too rough on your skin. This one instead is really gentle. I will say though, when you put it on, don't rub it really hard on your skin, because that can be another issue. If you're rubbing really, really hard and it's a physical exfoliator, you can still really damage your skin or at least cause inflammation. So be careful when you're doing that. The way I use it and the way they suggest using it is to massage it onto your skin very gently and leave it on for about 5 minutes so you get that chemical exfoliation. So you're kind of using it like a mask as well, and then gently rinse it off. And you'll notice that your skin's really smooth, it's very polished, which is why I think a lot of you guys like that physical exfoliation, is you want that polished look and feel to your skin, but it's also really nice and you won't feel like you damaged your skin. So this typically would be a $70 product, but here it's like $8. All right, so typically when I'm not pregnant, I like to use retinol at night. It's the one ingredient that I feel like everyone can benefit from. I know some people disagree with me, but I really do. I really feel like retinol will change your skin, some sort of retinoid. This is the super retinol from Beauty Pie. I went ahead and ordered it because I'm right at the tail end of my pregnancy, so I'll eventually want to try a retinol, and I have heard such good reviews about this retinol that I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned it to you guys, that there is a retinol available. It's a really nice serum. It actually almost feels like it could be like a creamy serum, and that's because it has ceramides in it. It also has lactic acid, which you guys I know are gonna be like, wait, can you mix lactic acid and retinol and everything? I think this formula is totally fine and completely gentle, and I think the ceramides really help to make your skin feel really nice. You know, like a lot of people will say that they mix maybe like a moisturizer with their retinoid to make it a little more gentle on their skin, and that's kind of what it's doing in its own formula. So then you have the retinol, you put it all over your face and your neck, and it absorbs very nicely and it feels really good on your skin. And from all the reviews, like I said, it's a really good retinol, so I'm super excited to try it. And this typically, whenever you would buy it from a different brand, it would be about $100 for it. This one is $12. It's a really good retinol for $12, you guys. It's freaking me out with this pricing. So I highly recommend this as a retinol if you guys are looking for a retinol, and I always recommend a retinol in your nighttime routine. Because I'm not using a retinol right now, I am double dosing on vitamin C. When I say double dosing, I'm doing vitamin C in the morning and I'm doing vitamin C at night, which is totally fine. I love finding a good vitamin C. I think the biggest complaint with vitamin C's out there is that it's hard to tell if they're stable, right? A lot of people are like, well, if you buy a vitamin C, you don't know if it's actually doing anything for your skin because you don't know if it's stable. What I like about this is it comes in like a powder form. It hasn't been opened or touched yet until you use it. And what you do is pour in a little bit of this activator. It actually has a little line that tells you where to pour it to. and then you mix it all together, and you should use it within a week. That way it stays stable and strong for that week, and you know that you've got a fresh vitamin C serum. And if you look at the pack, there's actually 4 of these in there, so this will last you at least a month. And it also just feels like a really nice humectant serum because there is hyaluronic acid among other ingredients that are in here. It's a really nice vitamin C. From what I've seen, it has been making a difference on my skin, and I want to point this out now when I'm starting to recommend vitamin Cs. Sometimes I feel like people tell me they like a vitamin C because they're getting the other effects of vitamin C serums, like some of them are really nice humectants. Maybe they have other types of ingredients in there, and so they're getting all those benefits, but they're not necessarily seeing the effects of vitamin C. And what you're supposed to be getting from vitamin C is it's supposed to even your skin tone. So if you have like hyperpigmentation or melasma, then it helps to really even that out and makes it fade away a little bit more. I've never used a vitamin C that's ever completely gotten rid of my melasma, but it should definitely lighten it and make your skin tone just prettier, more even, and glowy. It should also protect your skin from free radicals, and it should also make your skin feel like it's getting more resilient and stronger. So those are things to keep in mind with a good vitamin C serum. But you know, a lot of the time it's not a bad thing to like a vitamin C serum and actually experience other side effects of it that are positive, right? Like this one's gonna give you hydration because it's got hyaluronic acid in it. It's gonna plump your skin. It's gonna make it look like it's just fresher and younger. So those are also things that you might see from vitamin C serums, but it doesn't mean that it's working the way a vitamin C serum should work. And this one, from my experience so far, has been working really well. This is the most expensive product in this nighttime routine. It's $26, but typically this whole pack would be $100. So you're still spending very little compared to what you would normally spend on something like this. Next up, I love to use a moisturizer, really soothing, rich, luxurious moisturizer at night. I have aging skin. I'm also really dry right now. My skin feels like it's really dehydrated, so I need something that's gonna also give it that moisture for that top layer, really soften it and pack everything on and protect it so that it really does stay there and hydrate my skin. I really love this one. It's their Plantastic Deep Nourishing Moisture Balm. It's packed with antioxidants from tomato stem cells. It also has tons of really good oils and emollients in it. You hear me talk about not really necessarily needing a face oil per se, but I love when there's a mix of really nice emollient oils and a moisturizer like this, because this one has like jojoba in it, castor seed oil, and it's then mixed with shea butter. And shea butter is one of my favorite of all the moisturizers out there. I feel like it really does just make your skin feel so soft. It really helps with elasticity, and it really helps to pack everything on. It might be too thick for someone who has oily skin or a combo skin that leans more towards the oiliness, or if you're acne prone, but for someone like me, this is the perfect kind of night cream that I'm looking for. It's really rich and luxurious, as you can see, but when you put it on, it really feels nice on your skin and it doesn't feel greasy, which is one of the things that I liked about it. I will point out there is a little bit of a strong fragrance to it. I personally love fragrance, and I know we talk about this all the time that sometimes fragrance isn't right for everybody, and a lot of the Beauty Pie products do have fragrance. So I want to point that out to you guys, but it's not something that bothers me. A lot of the time I'm looking for a really nice fragrance, so I actually really like this fragrance, but I do want to point it out to you guys. This is about $10, but typically you'd spend about $70 if you bought this at a department store. And then last, I always wear a lip balm, a really nice, rich lip balm at night, because I feel like, you know, you're not drinking water while you're sleeping, so you wake up even more dehydrated. I always need a really nice lip balm. This one is the Super Moisture Lip Balm from Beauty Pie. It's got avocado oil in it, and it's got almond oil in it, and it feels super nice on your lips, and I wake up in the morning still feeling like my lips are very hydrated. And it's typically about $20 if you were to buy this at a different store, but the member price is just under $6. So that is a nighttime skincare routine using all Beauty Pie products. I'm so glad that you guys suggested Beauty Pie, because I don't know if I would have done any research into it until you guys really expressed that interest in it. You guys have been talking about it in our Facebook group. I've gotten tweets about it. I've gotten DMs asking me to review Beauty Pie, and I was very pleasantly surprised by the experience. I'm telling you guys, you need to try out the membership. I actually got you guys a little bonus allowance if you sign up using my code. It's just SUSANSENTME, and what that gives you is an extra $50 for your allowance for your first month. So if you were to sign up for like a $10 membership, you get a $150 allowance instead of a $100 allowance, and that's, I'm telling you, going to let you try a ton of products. I spent about $70 allowance on this routine, and it is such a good routine. I'm telling you, the products are really fantastic. And this is a great way to try out lots of different types of products and different formulations without feeling like you're breaking the bank. So it's a great membership. I think it's actually a really good deal, and I hope that you guys give it a try. Let's talk in the comments below if you've tried it, what you think of it, if you're going to try it. You can also find me in our private Facebook group. It's called Beauty Questions Answered. I'll leave a link below. I'll leave all the information on how to sign up for Beauty Pie in the description box, and you can find me on Instagram. I'm at Susan Yara. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.